Hey everybody out there, coming live from Empire Barbering & Co. May 6th, 2016, and we are rolling. I'm here today with Zachary. Do you want to wave to the camera? I've been cutting your hair, man, for how long you reckon?
4 years. 4 years, yeah.
Yeah, 4 long years. Nah, just kidding. So it's long years for you.
Four eventful years.
Yeah, eventful years. Very, very good years. So, mate, how's all your university stuff going? Good?
Good, yeah. A little bit tense at the moment.
Yeah.
Definitely at the back end of the semester now, or mid sort of time. Finals are on the horizon, so it's definitely, heads in books sort of time. I just came out of the back of some mid-semester exams, so it's interesting to see where you're at.
And what do you study at uni?
I'm doing a double major of economics and finance over at QUT. Bachelor of business.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
So, you, mate, I guess you'd be a good man to ask, because
Yeah.
this is obviously your forte. Obviously, we just had the budget recently.
Yeah.
What's your take on the Aussie economy at the moment?
Mixed feelings.
Yeah.
I think we're in an okay position.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it comes down to us and what we the people do with what has been set up.
Yep.
A lot of people like to say that the budget was passed and that it's only going to benefit the wealthy, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It really will come down to what the small and medium businesses want to actually, how they capitalise on the way that the government's kind of like eased off, or will put their foot down on the pedal, really, I guess. Between the cash rate coming down and the expansionary policies set up that makes business easier for the just the small and medium enterprises. Like they've definitely got some room to breathe when it comes to where they can expand, where they can go. So I guess it's up to us now. I mean, the government definitely can facilitate things, but they can only do so much. It definitely does come down to us. But
So do you think dropping the interest rate again is like a bit of a reflection?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of discussion that it's going to happen again in August.
Yeah.
I was one of the people that called that it was going to happen on Tuesday. People didn't believe me.
Yeah.
And then it happened. I was like, no way. It's like, it's good that they've expanded on this business, but the reasons behind it are kind of scary. Like, there's some definite recognition that the mining sector is slowing down, well and truly, like spluttering. We've had Peabody, the global giant. They were like a huge multinational mining corporation, and they had operations here in Australia. They collapsed. They've stopped. Worldwide, Australia is apparently fine, but we'll see how they go.
Well, mate, the next time that I buy a house, I'll make sure I'll come to you for a forecast before.
Yeah. I'm not a financial planner yet. We'll see how we go. But no, one of the concerns was, where our house price is going, because that a lot of people wanted them to address negative gearing and capital tax gain, capital tax breaks.
Because they're looking at the whole negative gearing thing that they've been talking about that for a while, haven't they?
Yeah, that's been a big thing, because there's a lot of empty homes in Sydney.
So, like, obviously investors buying them and
and just letting them just hang out, because if you put people in them, it runs the risk of deterioration.
it's insane.
Yeah, and it's just easy just to claim back.
Something also deteriorates when if it sits empty as well. It's just idle.
Yeah, but it's the fact that you imagine putting people in there and something breaks and you got to get it repaired.
Yeah.
But it's mainly just if you are having people in there pay rent, then you don't get as much of that tax break anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's the main thing. You get rewarded for not contributing to the economy.
So very rich, I guess. Obviously, obviously Chinese investors are taking advantage of it. They're really.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
100%.
Can you tell us a bit about this typewriter thing that you're a part of?
Typewriter. So a lot of the stuff that we've talked about tonight, I've actually written about.
Yep.
Did a really big piece just recently on how the monetary and fiscal policy, how they kind of do affect everyone. I've written it in 2 different stance points. I like to make things really easy for anyone to read.
Yep.
So I've written some parts and have labelled them each. So some parts are for people that you know what a reserve bank and what it does. Roughly what should happen, and then I'll write about what I think is going to happen.
Yep.
in depth kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then I'll write about the fiscal budget, and there's some people that I talk to that have no idea what the budget means at all. Like, what is a federal budget sort of thing? And it's kind of like, well, it affects where the government is going to get its money from and where they're going to spend it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's really
Gets
important.
popped to them, and then just where they feed it.
Yeah,
to,
yeah. And I like to take a very objective standpoint. I don't like to say whether it's good or whether it's bad. I like to just say they're doing this or they're doing that, and then you, as the reader, you get to make your decision about what you think of it, how it affects you.
And where can we find Typewriter? Or like your blogs on there?
We might just share some hyperlinks after this, just so I can slap it on the video when you post it, and that'll just make it really easy for people to get their hands on. Yeah, get some eyes on it.
Because I think a lot of people, man, like especially my demographic that I get in here, a lot of them are like professional people, who work in like the corporate world and lawyers, doctors, accountants, all that kind of thing, and this obviously they're very interested in me being like a homeowner as well. Yeah. Whatever. I'm very interested in this.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. No, definitely keep going with the typewriter, man. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I guess the Reserve Bank is the one thing that confuses and scares a lot of people. So I guess to make it really easy for like the bulk of your readers or your clients, I guess, to understand. The fact that the Reserve Bank has dropped their rates should make it easier for you to pay back your home at the moment.
Yeah.
Like that's the broad strokes.
They want people to have a bit of what is it? Disposable income almost. They want people to be able to go, right, let's we've paid the mortgage this week or this month. Let's like go out and do some shopping, or let's go to a cafe so they can keep
100%.
Yeah, it's amazing how it all works, man. It just intrigues me. But that's cool, man. Thanks for the chat, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
Also, guys, Zach works at Hop and Pickle at South Brisbane. Apparently, they do the best
I reckon they do the best Parmesanas in Brisbane. It's the best that I've had in Brisbane.
Alright.
So.
Alright. It's a big call, but we shall hold him to that. But anyway, if you're in South Brisbane, get down there, check it out. I'm sure he'll like to pour you a nice... You guys got Pacific Ale down there?
We do 4 pints.
Ooh, 4 pints! 4 pints, yes. They do 4 pints, which is what you're having right now.
You bet. Pale ale.
Alrighty. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Keep safe. And I'll see you on the next one. Empire Barbering & Co. over and out.